Chapter 6, Badlands. Having defeated Sekhmetan, Yugi has secured a solid foothold on the mainland and is liberating surrounding areas. But the Imperial forces on the mainland are tough and the Resistance can't seem to make much headway. Seeking to limit damage to his forces, Yugi decides to make a break for the beastie Badlands in central Rondaval and devises a plan that will allow him to attack the enemy from behind. However, the beastie Badlands are a desolate area, devoid of human life and controlled by fiendish beasts. Red 2 standing by, all four lit and in the green. Welcome back to YuGiOh, the Falsebound Kingdom. We had a fair bit of profit in the previous mission and we've got some new equipment we can use. We also have been introduced to Mako Tsunami. Mako comes with the Navy ability, which I mentioned as General Sekhmetan's skill. This allows Mako's monsters to move faster. We can't see it here. But basically, his monsters will move faster if all of them have water movement type. So as we can see, we have Kyrioshin, Jellyfish, and Fiend Kraken. So his team's not much chop in terms of action points. Not yet, anyway. But he will be able to move fairly quickly, and I'll probably be able to wind up sort of boosting his stats along the way. So we want to give those there. Still don't have any red medicine. I should have bought more of that. Don't have any Dragonic attack, which is a bit of a nuisance. So Kyrioshin's going to have to wait for now. But there we are. That's Mako's team. It'll need a little bit of work, but we'll get there. Now, speaking of teams, what we need to do is remove that and use one of the many silver bow and arrow we got. As I said, boosts attack and prevents the enemy from dodging the attack. So once you've got plenty of these, you don't really need Legendary Sword. Now, I probably could remove that so that Mako's team at least has a little bit of healing. This is a just in case that can be used in the field. I probably should have bought a bit more blue medicine, but that was me being stubborn. Now, because of the nature of our silver bow and arrow, we can actually give that to our giant soldier of stone here, and its attack has jumped up, which is pretty fortunate. So it will be able to do a fair bit of damage to enemy fiend monsters, and that's going to be really useful. So, of course, we're going to have to take a little bit of time replacing things. Bakura's team still doesn't have any healing. Fistus, nothing to worry about yet. So we've got plenty of stock for later on. But we might as well take Mako with us. Use all our available marshals. Now, the Badlands mission is set at night, which means that Shimon is going to be very handy. Good, we've got another AP there. Fistus' team is doing pretty well. We've got nearly full compatibility with Hornymph there. Bakura's team... Oh, good. So, full compatibility for Giant Soldier of Stone. The Beaver has full compatibility, or pretty close to. None of Mako's monsters do, but they'll get there in due time. The compatibility orb will constantly change. So, I will, as before, have things saved, and then we will move straight on into the next mission. Look at this place. Look. Welcome to the beastly Badlands. Not even the Empire has sought to control this area. And mind you, it's a pretty terrible name, but I suppose it could be worse. Anyway, if we can secure a route through here, it will allow us to hit the Imperial forces in their weak spot. We must be extremely careful. There are roving bandits and monsters that will attack anyone that tries to pass. Furthermore, we cannot expect to find much in the way of supplies. We must not prolong our stay here. Keep an eye on the clock and be ready for anything. So, I'm going to send Fizdus over this way. And Shimon down here. Though I probably should make sure we've actually got some decent defences. Time does go fairly quickly. We've got ground and flying units coming at us. So we want to ready double cannons. And set Mako up for battle. Yugi should head down here towards Tower Sirius. I don't want the enemy wandering off and going to new locations. We have quite a few monsters we can get here. And we do need to get our skates on, but I think we'll be fine. It's just a matter of getting them from here to where we need to be. Castle of Dark Illusions doesn't move super fast, but it is a flying monster. Fiend Kraken has never had an international appearance. Its only release in the entire game was as a common in Booster 4, not even the glory of a re-release. And I thought Octoburster in the last episode was file and forget. Maybe Fiend Kraken made an impact by dragging Yugi's monsters to a watery grave before all that moon-destroying jankiness in about episode 6 of the anime, I think it was. Let's be honest, it does look kind of cool as far as the art goes, but that's really all Fiend Kraken has going for it. The stats aren't great, and Aqua monsters would have little support early on. It was only in the Zexel, however you pronounce it, era that they really started to pick up. Oh well, at least it's here, and it will be useful later on because its ink attack blinds the enemy like real life squids can. Admittedly, by that I mean more obscure their sight than actually blind them, but it does inflict that status effect, which is very handy. Alright, Barrel Rock, open fire. And we are ready to battle some Knight Adept monsters. We will learn about these in due time. We have Castle of Dark Illusions, Midnight Fiend, and Healing. This could be a bit of a problem. Mako's team... Oh, come off it! I'll bet they've all got blue medicine. Nope, just those ones. But they are all Knight Adept, which is a nuisance. Alright, let's take care of that. Well, that's something. Fortunately, I did buff the stats of Jellyfish and Fiend Kraken. So we can at least dish out some damage. Now, Kairyushin ought to cobble this one... Ought to nobble this one, sorry. Not cobble this one, it's not making shoes out of it. How would you make Chimera leather shoes? That would be really weird. And there'd probably be multiple parts to that. It'd be really, really bizarre in all fairness. Reef of Darkness, look at the sprite-based rocks flying at us. Ouch, that's actually kind of painful. But it's not very powerful in terms of attack. Castle of Dark Illusions is a great defender, but it will get a bit irritating later on. Of course, it's kind of hard to tell when it's actually being hit. It will slowly move back into place. There we go. There's good, solid damage. Didn't think that was going to work. How about that? We still took him down. Well done, Mako. Very nice. So we've got another team like that and Bikuri Box coming along. Hey, level up. Not bad, not bad. We can use that oomph. So I've got a bit of planning out to do with this particular mission, but we'll get to some profiles. Kairyushin has only made one international appearance, which was in Speed Duel 3, Trial of the Kingdom, so relatively recent all things considered. It did get a retrained counterpart that made it first. In Japan, it debuted in Booster 6 and occasionally reappeared along the way. Kairyushin means Sea Dragon God, though its stats are pretty ordinary. It's another iffy tribute monster from the early days, though its recently released upgraded form seems to fare alright. It is implied from new cards that the waves of torrential tribute come from this monster. In addition, while the DS game Nightmare Troubadour has support for sea serpent monsters, this is the only such monster in the game. So there you go. A bit of interesting trivia making up for the fact that overall, Kairyushin really isn't that special. Jellyfish made its only international appearance in Metal Raiders. In Japan, it debuted in Booster 7 and also appeared in the Japanese set titled Metal Raiders, which was one of the two comprising our version of the set. And now I know you might not believe me when I tell you this, but this monster is a jellyfish. Startling, huh? I really don't know how they come up with these imaginative and incredibly creative names sometimes. Anyway, it seems that Jellyfish attacks with electrical blasts in this game, and in the early anime this could conveniently absorb electric attacks which would otherwise reduce Mako's deck to the menu at a fish and chip shop. It feels like a bit of a knockoff of the Birion Barry, the electrified jellyfish from the Legend of Zelda series. It's not spectacular and it gets pretty much no support, but it seems to fare alright in this game, like a lot of monsters do. Well, there we go. Catapult Turtle has bombarded the enemy. We'll have a few more monsters to discover soon. Let's see, who's made it down? Tristan's nearly made it down there. That's good. Because I need Tristan there, then I have to send Yugi to a very specific location. And we will find out about certain monsters along the way too. We've learned about Mako's, now we can learn about a few more. There's a lot of exposition to go in this mission because there's also a lot of walking around. We'll meet some different monsters in the next battle though, and good, we're getting some more experience into Mako's team. Oh nice, Fiend Kraken got another action point, so it seems like Mako's monsters will focus on high HP. Which is pretty good, because HP and attack are what matters. And I didn't check out what the stats here are. There's Shadow Spectre, which is crummy, Baphomet, which is okay, and Bikuri Box, which is meant to be a fusion monster. It was a normal monster in the anime and manga, but we'll learn about that later on. Anyway, shoot the medic. Shadow Spectre is not much of a threat unless we do our things with it. I think it can poison enemies, but that's really about it. We might as well finish it off. Also, if people are photosensitive, this game is not good for that. This game is really not good for that. And I do apologise. And there we are, Hydro Pump. I'm just always calling that Hydro Pump. I don't care what anyone else says. At least this attack looks pretty cool. I always thought that one looked enjoyable. Because I actually did Kaiba Story first, well, you'll find out. But Mako has some free experience because we've chipped away at all those teams with our cannons. And there we go. Victory is ours. And a few more levels into Mako's team. That's what we need. Right. Now, let's get rocking and or rolling. Fistus will move you up there. Yugi will move to Tower Pegasi. And Shimon will move you there. Oh. As you were, Tristan. Alright, Tower Deneb. Tower Sirius, we're closer to Tower Sirius. I need to check those items. It's the principle of the thing. Ah! And we do need one of those. That's all we need from here. If we move up here, we will get things which are quick attack. Ah, polymerization. I don't know if we have very many dragons that can use magic. And just where do you think you're going? How dare you try to pass me without so much as a greeting? Such impolite behavior must not go unpunished. Attack, minions! Attack! That is not the battle I wanted. That is not the battle I wanted. I was supposed to be doing this with Tristan. That is not the battle that's... That is not the battle that's supposed to happen here. That is decidedly not the battle that is supposed to happen here. Alright, so which one do I want to rain death and destruction and fury upon? The Illusory Gentleman is my strongest foe. Let's take a look at my enemy. Oh wait, the Illusory Gentleman is a spellcaster, that's right. We have some strong foes here with high HP. But I remain confident. We can knock the... This actually wound up being a little better than I thought. Let's start taking out Neck Hunter. The Illusory Gentleman will be the fastest. Alright, Beast of Guilford guarded. Spectral Mist, which I always thought... I don't know, as a teenager I just assumed like this is a deodorant can or something. Don't know why I decided deodorant can. Let's have you wait. Then let's end this. Right, our main adversary is dead. Gonna need some healing. But yeah, Beast of Guilford, really hard to find. We will be introduced to these monsters. Let's start chipping away at Neck Hunter. Might have a bit of a chance if we take that one down. Concentrate all fire on that Super Star Destroyer! Gonna have to heal next. My monsters are a little fragile. Or maybe we can survive a couple more blows. If we take Neck Hunter out of the action... Beast of Guilford guarding and waiting. Neck Hunter's down. We should have this fight. This went a lot better than anticipated. I was intending to use Tristan because there are two Darklands monsters and Tristan had a monster with Enchanted Javelin and Silver Bow and Arrow. However, the fact that Illusory Gentleman is a spellcaster, which I forgot, turned out to be a big advantage because I could rip it a new one with my two Darklands monsters. And it... How does that miss? You've essentially just surrounded it with flame. How does it miss? Honestly, how does it miss? It's just... Does he just decide to not be affected by it or something like that? It's cheating. That's what it is. It's cheating. Alright, we probably won't kill it. But I would say that we've won this fight. Oh, we did get the kill! Nice! Nice, we've just unlocked some new monsters. And Zombie Warrior's got another AP. Good job! Good job, Shimon. Good job, that was a toughie. You're awfully strong. I think I'll give up. I hereby submit myself to your care. I pledge my loyalty to you. I'll do anything you ask of me. The Illusory Gentleman? Beast of Guilford? Neck Hunter. Alright, Shimon's team might need a bit of a fix-up. So let's send Yugi here, as was originally planned. Tristan, get going over there, and now we've got another battle.
You must like living on the edge to violate this hallowed ground! Let's see if you have the power to back up such foolish behavior. Attack when you're ready!
So, we have to send Yugi here so that we can battle Summon Skull. Summon Skull is level 99. It is Night Adept. It moves as an aerial monster and it has level 2 magic. So, let's start raining down our assault. Summon Skull will hit very hard, but we should be able to heal because there are 3 of them, 3 of us and 1 of them. Now, if I had a spirit monster on Yugi's team, this would be easy. Thankfully, we are all a bit faster in terms of movement speed. Of course it does that. So we'll just wait for now. It's wasting its AP by guarding. Alright, so it chooses to attack. Now, as you'd expect, it does a lot of damage, but I should be able to keep healing and take it down. We might as well put in its profile now. Summon Skull made its international debut in Metal Raiders and the Yugi starter deck, and it has appeared quite a lot since then. In Japan, it debuted in Volume 4 and has also reappeared several times, and holy crap, at long last, this one doesn't suck! Summon Skull was a game-defining card in the early days of YuGiOh, since its power is equal to Dark Magician's, and it needs 1 less tribute, so it's strictly better. Pretty similar attributes, gets dark power-ups, got the power-up from Yami as well. Even today, it will serve you very well in normal monster decks. There is even an Archfiend counterpart, Skull Archfiend of Lightning, among other counterparts for it, though Summon Skull's Japanese name means it too is an Archfiend, and modern printings have card text stating as much. It's to do with the way demon is spelled in its Japanese name. I think it has an AE as opposed to the just regular E. It really is hard to go wrong with Summon Skull, honestly. It's just so dependable after all these years. And there we go.
This is the first time in several millennia that I have ever lost. Your power makes you worthy to command me. I hereby swear before all that is dark and bestial to serve as your faithful servant.
So there we are. Unfortunately, Summon Skull does not come in at level 99. That is completely understandable though. We'll have Shimon motor back to base. So, what items can we get here? It's always worth checking that out, because I do need more red medicine. Okay, Deal of Phantom. This can be handy, because it gives extra AP. grab a few of these. That should do for now. I'll send Bakura out to occupy this base just in case, and let's get motoring. If there are any more profiles I need to put in, I'll put them there. The Illusory Gentleman made its international debut and only appearance in Legacy of Darkness. In Japan, it debuted in Mythological Age, one of the sets which made up the international Legacy of Darkness. And okay, on paper this is not a very spectacular monster. None of its stats are really special, and monsters had already been released which outclassed it. I think Gemini Elf was one of the secret rares in this set. All I remember is that this monster actually tends to turn out alright in this game, given the abilities it learns, as its attack inflicts the blind status on enemies. Depending on when you fight it, you may have a tough time dealing with this one, but you'll be glad you put in the work with him. Otherwise, it's really not that great a card in the TCG. Yeah, especially compared to Summon Skull, there really isn't a lot to say about this one. Sorry about that. Alright, another Rumble. With a few Darklands monsters and the annoyingly strong Panther Warrior. This is probably one of the most dangerous monsters in the entire game, so we're usually going to want to knock that out very fast. But then again, we do have healers to deal with, which makes this a potentially challenging fight. Now, if I hit Panther Warrior with this, then Giant Soldier of Stone should be able to wipe Zombie Warrior off the face of the map. Well done! So that's the power of Enchanted Javelin teamed up with Silver Bow and Arrow. We're not going to miss very much. Okay, so I'll target the Snake Hair now. Like, late game Panther Warriors, oh, they are a nuisance to deal with. They're pretty fast, and they're really strong, and they get a lot of action points. Now, there we go. Now we can concentrate all our fire on Panther Warrior, dish out a lot of damage. Thankfully, we are much better than it now. But it will be a dangerous foe. That said, the fact that Tristan could carve through those two Darklands monsters was a big advantage. That's what I was intending to have Tristan do, because I sort of forgot that the Illusory Gentleman was a spell card, 4 HP. But we get to move first and our attacks aren't going to miss. Down and out. Well done. All we need to do is wrap up this particular mission. We probably don't have many enemies to directly battle on account of the fact we have so many monsters we can battle. We've got that fight with Summon Skull and we've got the other three. Like, we're going to have a good team. Neck Hunter made its international debut and only appearance in Speed Duel Starter Deck's Twisted Nightmares. In Japan, it debuted in Booster 6, which marks its only OCG appearance. While we do get to see Neck Hunter wield the sickle in its card text, though I do have to be pedantic and point out it's actually a scythe, we don't see the beams it fires from its eye. Anyway, despite its menacing name, Neck Hunter struggles to get ahead. Its poor stats for the TCG mean it'll get the chop pretty quickly, though in this game it really does seem to be a cut above when it's compatible with a martial, and it will shoulder plenty of responsibility. Terrible puns aside, it is actually a fairly powerful Knight Adept monster that can grow pretty strong. And it's very impressive finding out about these things. This was one of the monsters that made me wonder if we'd actually seen all these cards in the game or not, and helped me get into trying to collect a few of these cards that had never appeared in the international versions of the game. Beast of Guilford made its international debut as a Shonen Jump magazine promo, though it has appeared in several places since and become easier to get. In Japan it also debuted as a Shonen Jump promo, but also wound up in their version of Yugi's structure deck. When you look at the crap we got, you realise we got ripped off. Anyway, this is also known as Archfiend of Guilford. There were some translation issues early on. This monster can hang around like a bad smell. It can persistently return and drain the power from your opponent's monsters with its effect. It's no slouch in battle though, and with plenty of powerful fiend type or dark attribute support out there, it will be particularly serviceable to your cause one way or another. It's been used a fair bit by Yugi along the way, so it does have its uses out there. Its good starting stats really help out in this game too. So though the journey through the beastie Badlands is dangerous, you'll be glad to get your hands on it. Give it a black pendant and watch it go to town. Dark Magician made its international debut in Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon and, of course, Yugi's starter deck. In Japan it debuted in Volume 1. No surprise it was one of the originals. It's reappeared many times, almost too many to list. Dark Magician is an icon of the game with many forms, upgrades, and a great deal of support cards to help create quite a potent deck. While there are other spellcasters which are stronger in terms of base attack and defense, just 6 months after Dark Magician's release, Cosmo Queen would surpass him in that regard. None are as versatile and well known as Dark Magician, which is perhaps where he earns the title of the ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense. Where Yugi goes, this monster will appear across the years and in whatever land you wind up in. Put in the effort, and in this game, Dark Magician's magical prowess will not disappoint you, gaining potent level 5 magic along with a few other skills. It is now daytime. Our enemy has lost the advantage. Let's get going.
Shh. You dare violate this hallowed ground! Just who do you think you are? I'm going to stop you in your tracks!
So we have Darkness, the player killer of Darkness, or Panic. We have stopped... Wait, why is it... Did it just conveniently become nighttime again? What sort of space-time manipulation shenanigans are these? I am not impressed, sir. I am decidedly not impressed. Maybe the game factored in the possibility that I'd cheese it. Maybe it's done this on purpose. Alright, now, don't have anything to worry about just yet. Oh, crap. I thought I'd left it long enough. You look at this attack. You tell me King of Yamimakai does not do a Kamehameha. Or, dare I say it, a Yamihameha, Wave of Darkness. I reckon it is actually a pun. I reckon it is actually a deliberate pun on Kamehameha. It'd be like Darkness Destruction Wave or something like that. That's just my thought. I don't know if it's true or not. Alright, let's... Probably not a good idea to wind up actually killing any of them. The reason I was targeting Reaper of the Cards is because it has Monster Reborn. But then again, I can knock it out and force it to use that. Yeah, it does shoot a Kamehameha. Oh. Better keep that health topped up. I mean, I'm in for a slightly long and irritating fight with this one. I've basically got to wear him down by attrition. Which is no surprise given who we're fighting. Panic stalled. He was like the original stall tactic guy. He basically hid all his monsters in darkness so you couldn't see them, continually improved their defense, and pretty much ran from the fight. Alright, so it uses Monster Reborn. Does it come back with half HP or full HP? Half. Problem is it can just restore itself if I don't get to move next, but I did. Let's see if we can take it out. If I wind up with 1 HP. Alright, game. I'll give you that. You didn't leave it with 1 HP, but that's like me wishing for an attractive girlfriend and you giving me a magnetic one. They're attractive. You gave me what I wished for. Talk about your exact words. It's a good thing I was able to kill it, but... that's irritating. Still, we do have the upper hand, but that was just irritating. I really need to learn not to tempt fate like that. Yeah, the music has changed. Because I've always taken on the fight at night time. I didn't realise it did that. If that is a deliberate homage to the way Panic fought in the anime and manga, that's really cool. That is honestly really cool. Slightly annoying, but also really cool. Okay, King of Yami Makai is probably going to heal Reaper of the Cards. Unless, of course, Celtic Guardian gets to take it down next shot. Now, all we need to do is rain down our attacks on King of Yami Makai, and we've won the fight. Now, we do, admittedly, have to come back here quite a bit later. Break the guard. Just... Ooh, critical! Ouch! Oh, I don't have any healing on him. Ooh, that was nasty. Fortunately, I do have some red medicine. I really need to get some more. Hopefully I'll be able to find some somewhere along the way. Probably shouldn't turn up my nose at the blue medicine. Let's wait. Alright, now we can go ham. It's a potentially annoying fight if you don't plan things out very well, but despite the fact I went in with a bit of a mishmash, tried to cheese it and failed, I think we've done alright. We're going to get a lot out of this one. And we'll finish it off with a beaver. And the beaver gets a critical. Beavers always do critical damage to people's psyche. So, Yugi's leveled up. Man, Beaver Warrior's really good. And there we are. Air Shrine is liberated.
Oh, I'm sorry, Master Scott. You! Yugi, I've been waiting for you. Waiting? For me?
Yes, ever since you stepped into this world. I knew it was you right away. As Master of the Dark Magician, I swore eternal loyalty to you. Don't you remember?
No, but...
Though our forms may change, the bond which binds us endures. I am, and always will be, your faithful servant. I fight for your victory, and for your glory. And we have the Dark Magician. So we have made a mozza on that level in terms of monsters. So we're going to be able to rejig some teams and buff some stats. Thank you very much for joining me. The mission preparation next time is going to be a bit lengthy. Until then, this is Red 2, returning to base.